Alright, so the stuff I do know about this game, it apparently changes quite a bit from the traditional Ace Attorney format. There's a jury or something like that. I don't know how that works, but I'm keen to find out. I know that the music is apparently phenomenal. I've only heard bits and pieces of the soundtrack, but what I have heard I've really enjoyed. I'm just getting stuck into it. I can't wait any longer. Here we go. Join the chat if you're online. I'm so excited. Downloadable content? What? There's downloadable content? I gotta check that later. Autosave? Sure. Might turn the music up a bit. Oh, I'm so excited. Alright. I can't believe I'm finally playing this game. Okay, so we've got the Great Ace Attorney Adventures, which is the first in the series, and then Great Ace Attorney 2 Resolve, which is the second game. Obviously, we're going to start with the first game. Here we go. Getting stuck right into it already. Okay.
The Empire of Japan. After opening its doors, a push for cultural transformation brought great waves of Western influence to this far eastern island nation.
Clearly, it's the British accents in Japan.
The revolution washed over the land, making life in the capital exciting and unsettling. It was a period of great change, and some was swept away by the tide.
Oh.
But for one man, the turbulence of that era was just the beginning of an extraordinary story.
We're defending ourselves in the first case then? Because that's Naruhodo. The Adventure of the Great Departure. Not Turnabout? We're not doing Turnabouts? Ah, I hate this game already. That would be such a turn. Being so excited to play and then just, nah, hate it. Hate it. 22nd of November, 8:43 AM, Supreme Court of Judicature, whatever. Defendants Antechamber 5. I still can't believe it. I still can't believe this is happening. I'm not doing Japanese accents. I'm just not, okay? Don't ask, I'm not gonna do it. How can it be that just beyond the doors to this quiet little chamber is the highest court in Japan, waiting to decide my fate? What? Oh, no, nothing. Save your flares, murderer! Sorry. Oh. My name is Ryunosuke Naruhodo. I'm not doing Japanese. So we've got history, autoplay, which I'm not touching, and options. What's history? Oh, I see the log. Okay. And what do we have for options? We can save and load. We can adjust the audio. Oh, we can turn... Oh, brilliant. That's going to help out for something later on. We can turn certain things off and on. Gameplay, vibrations, screen flashes, subtitles, text skip, text box transparency, wait time, reader. To enable story mode in place of autoplay, allowing you to progress through the game automatically without having to press any buttons. The answers to questions, presentation of evidence, etc. are all handled on your behalf. No! Alright, that's good. My name is Ryunosuke Naruhodo. I'm a second-year student at the Imperial Yume University. 3 days ago, I somehow found myself in the middle of a horrifying incident. And now, here I am, awaiting my trial. That's enough! I don't know who that is. Oh, this guy. He is not obliged to listen to such abuse, officer. And who are you? I'm this man's lawyer. I'll be defending him today. Oh, no. Lawyer? Yes, and until the judge has given his verdict on the case, no one has the right to treat him as a criminal. So you will hold your tongue. Technicalities. Look at you. You haven't even graduated yet. And yet, I still seem to know better than you how a court officer should behave. Right, Ryunosuke? Oh, yes, of course. Sorry. What are you apologizing to me for? Oh, No, I suppose that wasn't my fault. But really, Kazuma, I never meant to drag you into this. I'm sorry. There you go again, apologizing. Just like always. Though I must say, you've been all over the newspapers these past few days. Yume University professor murdered in cold blood by student. Oh dear. But obviously, you didn't actually do it, did you? Of course not! You have to believe me! I didn't do it! I could never murder someone! Then there's nothing to worry about. Straighten yourself up. Hold your head high. You mean? I believe you. I know you're innocent, Ryunosuke. Kazuma Asogi, my best friend, also in his second year at Yume University. But he's far more clever than I. A star student, in fact. He's even a qualified lawyer. Impressive, considering he's still an undergraduate. It's not that impressive. Oh, I didn't even press a button there. The very concept of lawyers is only a few years old. Here in Japan, anyway. My qualifications don't mean much. Yet. You said exactly the same thing 3 days ago. But I'm proud to have a friend like you, Kazuma. Truly. 3 days ago. Yes. That's when all this started. Congratulations, Kazuma! It looks like you're going to get to study abroad at last. I know. I've been forever dreaming of this day. Finally, those government elites have acknowledged my academic achievements and successes in court. So you'll be representing Japan as you immerse yourself in the most sophisticated legal system in the world. I'm really happy for you, and proud as your friend. There's not a soul in the university who doesn't know Kazuma's name. He's a living legend. It's like there's some mysterious aura billowing around his temple. I wonder... A spirit medium! We're going to Kurine. I want to bring about change in our own legal system. That's why I have to cross the ocean to see the real thing with my own eyes. The heart of the British Empire. I wish I could see it too. Then come with me. We'd have a wild time tearing up the streets of Her Majesty's City of London together. If only it was that simple. Oh dear, look at the time. I'd better be going. Alright, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a while longer. Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. See you in English class tomorrow then, partner. It's so weird. And so seeing what happened in when the murder occurred. It was straight after that. That's when it happened. Oh, we're not gonna learn, okay. Oh dear. Asogi, may I have a word? Ah. That's not gonna be either of their voices. Professor, I didn't know you were coming. Well, this case has personal significance to me. But never mind that for now. Asogi, you should go immediately to the judge's chambers. To His Excellency's chambers? Why? He was looking for you before. You advocating for the defense in this trial was a sudden decision. It seems there may be some confusion about procedures today as a result. Who is this man? I feel as though I've seen him at university before. I see. I'll go at once then. And here we go. I shall accompany you. Alright then, Ryunosuke. I'll see you in the courtroom. Yes, thanks, Kazuma. This is awkward. If I may... Yes! Sorry? You must be the defendant. Ryunosuke Naruhodo, I believe. Yes! Yes, that's right. My name is Eugene Mikotoba. I'm a professor of forensic medicine at Yumei University. Well, he's guilty then. Oh, Professor Mikotoba. I've heard that name from Kazuma before. As I recall, he's been pushing to get the government to agree to Kazuma studying abroad. Asogi has told me about you. You and he are best friends, I understand. As such, I feel you should know. Know what? Well, as you've no doubt heard, Asogi has been granted permission to go study in Great Britain. However, if he should fail to defend you in today's trial, I'm afraid that that permission will be revoked, and never granted again. Okay. One loss as a lawyer and you're now outcast. What? As I suspected, you were unaware of this. I had a feeling Asogi might have chosen not to tell you. He's agreed to defend me, knowing that if he fails, his dreams will be shattered. But I don't understand! Why would the government do such a thing? The administration is to choose from a large number of applicants for an overseas study. It's very difficult to persuade them to grant permission, even in the most favourable of circumstances. I don't believe it. But I didn't do it, I swear! I'm not a murderer! I'm sure that's true. Nevertheless, I can assure you that proving your innocence will be no easy task. You see, there are certain peculiarities about today's trial. Oh. Sorry? What do you mean? You'll soon understand once proceedings get underway. But then what should I? Oh, but then what? Then what should I do? That really simple line really gave me some trouble. Well, naturally, I'm not going to suggest doing anything that could lead to a conviction. Right. So, as soon as the trial starts, the judge will pose a certain question to the defense. When that happens, you must answer before anyone else. You must say, I do. Oh, marriage! I do? But what will the question be? Surely not... Do you accept the accusations brought before you? Of course not. Defendant! Court is about to begin. Proceed to the courtroom at once. It would seem our surreptitious discussions are to be cut short. So allow me to summarize. Kazuma Asogi must not be the defense lawyer in this trial. Of course, as the defendant, the final decision is yours. What are you waiting for? Do you want to be found guilty for failing to appear? Get moving! There's no point in anyone advocating for the likes of you anyway. Ooh. This is it. If this trial goes badly, Kazuma's dreams of studying abroad are over. And what's more, I'll be found guilty of murder. And so, with absolutely no idea of what lay ahead, I embarked on that unforgettable trial. My one and only chance of proving my innocence. The trial that would decide my destiny. Here we go! 22nd November, 9 o'clock AM, Supreme Court of Judicature, whatever that word is, Courtroom 2. Oh, Jesus. So this is a courtroom. And no one is here. The Supreme Court of Judicature. No court in the land has more power. I don't much like the look of those people sitting in the public gallery. Lots of military and other uniforms in there. The powers that be have demanded that this be a secret trial. A secret trial? A trial that's closed to ordinary members of the public. Only military and government officials may attend. What? But why? It'll become clear in time. But for now, you need to concentrate, Ryunosuke. It's about to begin. Ah. Oh, of course it's bloody pain. The court will now hear the trial of Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Ah. Yeah, this music's incredible already.
The prosecution is ready, Your Excellency.
As is the defense. Before we begin, there is one point of order I would like to confirm. Yesterday evening, the defense made a last-minute request for a change of advocate. That's correct, Your Excellency. I made the request myself. Normal procedure is for the defendant's advocacy to be decided 2 days prior to trial. As this is an unusual circumstance, I am obliged to ask for final confirmation now. Who advocates for the defendant in this trial?
This is it. This must be the question. Who's going to defend me? That's the question the professor meant. But then, if I say I do... I need to answer quickly. What should I do?
Of course, what answer I do. Your Excellency, no confirmation is needed. Look at Naruhodo! As I'm standing here beside the defendant, I hope it's clear who will advocate for his defense.
Yes!
He's so nervous. What is the meaning of this unruly outburst?
I would like to inform the court that I, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, will be defending myself.
You'll be... What? What you playing at, Ryunosuke?
Professor Mikitoba told me everything, just now before the trial.
He did what?
He said that your dreams of studying abroad would be dashed if you were to lose.
How sad. It means you don't have faith in me. You think I won't be able to get you off?
No, it's not that, really. It's just that, well, on the off chance that things don't go well for me, I couldn't bear to be the reason that you...
Yes, I knew that's how you'd feel, which is exactly why I decided not to tell you. Professor Mikitoba shouldn't have stuck his nose in. Very well. The court hereby recognizes the defendant's desire to advocate for himself in today's trial.
Well, well. Does the accused admit defeat already? Renouncing his own counsel? Really?
Objection!
Oh, that's his voice? Make no mistake, counsel. I'm changing on the fly. This merely shows that the defendant's innocence is so apparent he's confident he can speak for himself. Isn't that so, Naruhodo-san?
Oh, yes, exactly. Exactly what I wasn't thinking. I'm not confident at all. In fact, my mind's a complete blank. I realize you're in charge now, but still, try not to look so bewildered. Well, for a mere university student to be brought before the Supreme Court, you must have perpetrated a most heinous crime indeed.
As you are no doubt aware, this is the Supreme Court of Judicature of Japan. Accordingly, the very highest standards of conduct are expected of all present. Do I make myself clear, Defendant Naruhodo?
Yes, Your Excellency.
It is therefore my duty to assess your competence for the task you have undertaken.
My competence? What does that mean? He's questioning your ability to do the job. Well, he can't be questioning it more than I am.
So let's start with the very simplest of questions.
Oh, yes!
Kindly state before the court the name of the victim in this case.
Well, that's easy enough. I've heard his name more times than I'd care to remember. But... wait. I'm so nervous I can't even remember that! What was it again? Ryunosuke. Let me guess. Your mind's gone blank. You know me so well. All the relevant information for this case can be found in the court record. But I can't even find that! We don't have the button for it yet. It's simple. You can access the court record with the press of R. If you ever find you've forgotten something, just consult that. It's all in there. I just have to press R for the court record? Alright, there's no time to lose. Oh, there it is. Gouache. Gouache? I'm already losing my voice and we're 20 minutes in. This is not good. Let's have a look. This is the list of evidence you've collected. Now try switching to people instead with R. You'll find details about the victim in here. When you're done, just press B to go back. Tekitsushi Ouchie? Ouchie! Oh, brilliant. They've still got the pun names. Pain. John H. Wilson. Oh, finally, someone who's actually British and he's the dead guy. Great. So remember, everything to do with the current case can be found in the court record. Now, you'd better not keep His Excellency waiting any longer. Go on. Was it again? It was... John H. Wilson, thought so. Just in case they had really similar options. Find the victim in the people section of the court record, then press X to present. Try it now.
Yes!
Yes! Yes! The victim's name was Dr. John H. Wilson.
Well, at least you can remember the name of an esteemed member of your own university.
His voice is changing. Dr. Wilson was a visiting professor from England, invited to Yume University 3 years ago.
Indeed, which is the reason why this case has such profound implications. The British Empire is at present our country's most valuable foreign ally. And as most of you will be aware, we have just signed a new treaty together after lengthy negotiations.
There can't be anyone who hasn't heard of the Anglo-Japanese Treaty of Friendship and Navigation. Never heard it, looks like he doesn't.
And yet, despite these delicate circumstances, the blood of an Englishman has been spilt on our soil. You two are both undergraduates at the Imperial Yume University, are you not? Murdering a professor from the very institution that provides your education, have you no honor?
But I didn't do it!
This case is coming under great scrutiny from our allies on the other side of the world. The court therefore wishes for a speedy resolution to this matter.
Too bad! In other words, our feeble government is scared of it upsetting England's policymakers. And you're a convenient and expendable scapegoat to blame for this crime. So that's why this trial has these unusual peculiarities, is it? Exactly. Our government needs to convict someone as quickly as possible. All because the victim was an Englishman. Yes, Dr. Wilson was an Englishman. Just like the rest of us. But nationalities and treaties won't make any difference for me here. So I guess, like, colloquially, the main Ace Attorney country is known as Japanifornia because of its American-Japanese roots. I think we'll call this Japangland. Yeah, we're in Japangland right now. The fact is, I was there at the scene of the crime. Oh dear, look at the time. I better be going. Alright, I'll see you later. I think I'll stay and enjoy this place a little longer. Good idea. After all, it's not every day you get to visit a high-class Western restaurant like this. See you in English class tomorrow then, partner. The British Empire. Wow, it's incredible to think. Wait. I've seen that man at university. I'm sure he's a visiting professor from Great Britain. I don't know his name, but still, I should go and say hello.
So I went over to the professor's table and introduced myself to Dr. Wilson.
Now then, let me pose my next question to you, defensive Naruhodo.
Yes, Your Excellency!
How did this professor of medicine, Dr. John H. Wilson, lose his life? State before the court the cause of death.
Well, that'll be in the court record. The post-mortem report. Death occurred at 2 p.m. and was caused by a loss of blood from a gunshot to the chest. The bullet did not pass through the victim's body. That's going to be important later. So it's a loss of blood because of a gunshot. The cause of death? Well, obviously, that was... Ryunosuke. Remember that in court, every assertion must be backed up by evidence. By evidence? But how? Find the piece of evidence that shows the professor's cause of death and select present. Do it now. Yes! Well... According to this document, the victim suffered a hemorrhagic death due to gunshot trauma.
Learn to read, you imbecile! That's the post-mortem report, I take it.
Sorry, yes, that's right. The post-mortem report. In the West, a doctor dissects corpses to identify the cause of death in an autopsy. But here in Japan, a police officer merely inspects the body and draws conclusions that way. Oh, I see. As long as I'm not going to be tested on any of this later.
This is a so-called photographic print of the scene of the crime.
There's the gunshot.
You can clearly discern scorch marks around the bullet hole produced by the powder explosion.
Ah, gunpowder burn.
In other words, we should assume that the victim was shot at close range.
Thank you, counsel. The court will accept this modern scientific evidence into the record.
Photograph of victim. A photographic print that shows the victim. He was shot from the front in the chest and subsequently died. So that's a photographic print. Well, that's something I've never seen before. It's clearly superior to a drawing. The detail is incredible.
Very well. I am satisfied with your answers. Let us start the trial.
Certainly, Your Excellency.